Hot 97, Young Gravy has pulled up. You felt like you've been around at Hot 97 at some point, right?
I think so.
In your music career.
Yeah.
So he Googles Young Gravy Hot 97 and the actor, rapper Gravy. Are you familiar with Gravy? He played Biggie.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why I'm Young Gravy. I would have been, I like the name Gravy, and at the time I was unaware. Yeah.
Did you know Gravy did a full freestyle right here where you're at with a bullet in his ass?
Really?
Yes, there was a shootout. He got hit in the ass, but loved music so much, he still decided, yo, I'm going to come up and do the Funk Flex freestyle with a bullet in my ass.
Was he sitting down?
I don't know. I wasn't around
crazy.
at that time.
Good for him, man.
At that point, though, does it matter if he's sitting? He's doing a full freestyle.
That doesn't feel good either way. Yeah. Good for him, man.
Right.
I wish I had. I don't wish I had a bullet in my ass. I don't wish I had a bullet in my ass.
You don't.
I wish I had something as cool as that to say right now, but yeah, man. You know?
Well, that's
we had to put a book under my mic.
Yeah, we had paper towel first.
Yeah, but it was a little too much.
Yeah, they said it looked crazy.
Yeah.
Young Gravy.
Yes.
Inspired by maybe Gravy that had the bullet in his ass, but also I heard you had to pay like $150K for the name.
Yes. Yeah, man. I mean, it was just, me slightly lacking and some other kid like finessing me, and basically this dude, he had dropped some music under the name Young Gravy around the time that I started.
Spelled different though.
Spelled different,
okay.
and he had done it. I mean, like he did have a few songs out, didn't have many plays, but he got just really good lawyers. Basically, he had the best lawyers in LA. I had the best lawyers in New York for this type of thing. I went in there, I had to do like a deposition, I swear under oath, all this. I had to like call in my homies from way back to like pull up like old, like the earliest date
time stamps
of me doing something. Yeah,
right.
Me doing something Gravy related. And then basically what it came down to was like, I think it just got to a point where it was like, yo, we're not going to leave you alone unless you give us 150 bands. So then I was like, either change my rap name or, cough out 150 to this random kid. And I gave him 150 bands, man. I like the name.
But before Young Gravy, there was other names.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't decide, I should just go back to Mr. Butter.
No, I was set at that point. I've been rocking with Gravy for a while. There's Mr. Butter, a little steamer, which I thought was cool. But then once I started saying it, everyone thought I had something to do with shit, and I said, all right,
that's not it.
Yeah, I guess a little steamer. The meaning of words change over time. So no steaming. I've been Gravy for 5 years now.
5 years.
Maybe 6.
And we're sitting here today at Hot 97, the biggest hip hop station in the world, celebrating what you've accomplished within those 5 years. Right? You got a hit record out, Betty, which we didn't get any Young Gravy music for a while before Betty. What was that gap?
2 years, man. I don't know. I was doing side quest, bro. I was I dropped the album in October 2020, and then I was just working on this. I've been working on the project since then, but I was doing a lot of touring and whatnot, and wanted to make it perfect. So it has been a really long time. I did like some random collabs, but since I dropped my own single, it had been like 2 years.
Right. But for you, it probably doesn't feel like 2 years. Because you said, yo, I'm busy in the meantime.
So much going on, man. Yeah, and I remember every little thing, So I'm saying, it's like if I drop like a feature or something, to me that felt like a drop. But no, like that. This was my first like Gravy single, and I wanted to make sure it was something that I loved. So like I had a few possibilities that I liked a lot, but Betty was like, this is perfect. So once we got it approved, I was like, this is the next single.
Who do you go to like when you're having that trouble of deciding, damn, what record we gonna put out? Is there like gang in the building, crew that's like?
I got a couple people I trust. I got my boy Tip.
Shout out to Tip.
My boy Vaughn. There's a few people that like my boy Andrew. Probably people that I really trust with their opinions, and then but beyond that, it's like I'll send it anyways.
So, but Betty was
everybody else. See what they say. But
Betty was like the unanimous decision out of like.
I knew.
You already had the gut feeling.
Yeah, I knew it hit. After I did the first verse, I think we started immediately. Me and Willie, we finished the beat, and right when it was done, I got on the mic and I said, "I'm with your baby mama at the crib. I'll blow her back out." Right when I said that.
That's it.
On that beat, I instantly knew. I was like, this is a single. This is next. This bangs.
Mm.
Yeah. Can I swear on this?
Yeah, it's your show today.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, that shit was hard as fuck. And I finished it, and I said, man, this is the next single.
When you did that, was the sample the original sample, or you already remade it?
It was the original. It was the original, but like
so in the beginning when you recorded to it,
when we first created
sample.
it, yeah, because we just thought that there was no chance of it working out. But then I had my boy going, dude, he did it in like a day. He recreated the whole Rick Astley song in like a day. Nick Seeley, shout out to him. And it came out hot, man. Came out fire. He basically recreated it and added some extra oomph that I asked for.
Right.
And then we sampled. So we didn't sample it. We basically interpolated it.
Right.
Yeah.
Is that your vocals on it?
I got some, but no, it's mostly my boy singing the hook. The hook, the like "Never Gonna Give You Up" is not me. Yeah.
Did you have any trouble in the beginning with it? Like,
there is a version that's a lot dirtier that I started with, and I had to clean up the lyrics.
Right,
but
which is the gravy version.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
The dirty version would be the gravy.
More gravy, but honestly, like I had to sit with it for a while because it's hard for me to want to like change things or like making something clean. I'm not used to that, but I figured out I had to sit for a while and really think on it and like what lyrics would make sense and still be gravy,
right,
and clean, and I made it work. I'm really happy with how it turned out.
Clearly, it
worked.
worked.
Nothing that was like forced on me. Like it came out how I wanted it, and I made it work.
Boom, hit record.
Thank you.
When I played it for Barack, he was here. I said, "Yo, Gravy's coming up." He said, "What's the song?" So he plays Betty. And what did you say? Is it like he's like, oh, he makes funny music, right?
Your girl fucks with it or what?
Yeah, nah. Like I felt like it's just funny vibes. Like it's like lighthearted, like comedy parody vibes.
It's lit. You know.
Does that like bother you at this point where someone who just hears, because this is the first record he heard, right, of your music,
okay.
and he goes, oh, it's like parody vibes. I'm like, no, this is a fucking real rapper. Like, he's a real artist.
It is a sample. It is a sample, and I did literally take the hook and do my own version of it. So I guess you could say that, but
just overall though, when it comes to Young Gravy, does it bother you at this point?
It doesn't bother me. People say everything and anything. Like I don't really care, but I wouldn't say when I go into a song I'm ever like trying to make a parody or something funny. It's just what comes to mind. Yeah, it's what comes to mind. And like. I wasn't even playing. Usually it's my girl loves this song or my mom loves this song or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how people usually find out.
Speaking of moms,
through their bitch.
Speaking of moms, we gotta, the whole MILF thing, Young Gravy thing, VMAs, which that's what I hit you. I said, oh, he was in Jersey. We should have had him come up, right? But you go to the VMAs, you perform at the VMAs, and you have somebody's mom with you.
Yes.
How did that all work out? Like,
man, I was.
Was there a relationship with Addison before?
I had met her before. She actually came to a meet and greet back in the day. She's a sweetheart. Way back, like 2018, before TikTok was popping.
Got it.
She came to one of my meet and greets and paid for it and everything.
Real quick, Addison Rae is who we're talking about.
Yeah, Addison Rae. She's a popping TikToker. Her and I think it was her and Charlie D'Amelio who ended up becoming like the most popping TikTok people. They came to a show and they were sweet and we've kept in touch since then. But then
right,
I don't know the whole situation, but her mom is single now and started fucking with me and I said, you know what, I need a date. Like I've been trying to set up a date with this woman. Like let's bring her out. It was her or Martha Stewart, and I thought Sherry would be fun.
Could have brought both.
I thought about it. I really did think about it. Martha was busy and Sherry was just too sweet. I was like, you know what? She hasn't been in New York before, and she's this little Southern belle. I was like, let's show her a good time. Show her a good time.
So when that happens, are you reaching out, or is like you have someone like Andrew reach out?
No, I mean if it's a girl, it's I'm hitting them. Yeah, I don't have pussy managers or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's direct, like contact.
Direct contact.
Yeah, I show respect. Like. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I hit her up straight up, and I was like, we've been flirting online a little bit, and exchanged some words, and then I was like, I need a date. It's time, and it was her or Martha Stewart or both, and Martha couldn't make it, so.
But I'm sure Martha will be available for something in the near future.
I mean, I brought her as my date to a Bat mitzvah. I
Gotcha.
performed at a bat mitzvah not long ago.
For your record label
Owner
Yes.
Monty Littman. Yeah.
Mhm.
King. It was a good time, man. It was great for his daughter. Not his bat mitzvah, his daughter's bat mitzvah. And it was great, man. It was sick.
But before the, bar mitzvah, you guys are just hanging out, right?
Bat mitzvah is a woman.
Oh.
So it's bat mitzvah.
Bat mitzvah. You guys are hanging out with Martha.
Mm-hmm.
You're in the crib. He's there with you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tip was there, my boy, yeah.
Like, so what is that like, because some people look at it like, holy shit, he's chilling with Martha Stewart.
Dude, we went to her crib. She has the most wholesome rich person crib I've ever seen. It's like a big ass plot of land, and she's got like horses and all this shit, and like
sick
other animals hanging out and shit. And then all these little homes, and like her homegirls were there, and she's making mint juleps and guacamole and like cooking, but like not trying to flex. And it was cute, man. We watched the Kentucky Derby.
Did
I didn't
she
realize it was,
introduce
like, a
you to
minute
Snoop?
long.
Has she introduced you to Snoop?
No, she hasn't. She was like, "Oh, you and Snoop would get along super well," but I haven't. I'm waiting for the right moment.
Right.
I met Snoop once. It was a quick little dap. I was like, "Snoop," and he said gravy, and then we continued on our ways. But yeah,
It's cool like that, but when you get like co-signed by Martha Stewart, then Snoop is like, oh, okay, he's sanctioned. Like
I'm sure he knows by now through Martha. I'm just, I don't want to, maybe I'll hit him up. We'll see.
Right.
I think Snoop would be sick. I love Snoop.
because you do have some other rapper friends that people would probably be like, oh, that's his man. Like you and T-Pain are pretty close, right?
T-Pain.
Don't you have matching tattoos?
Yeah, me and T-Pain
So,
got the
Gravy and Pain got
the Jordan Keith Haring combo right there.
Are you going like together to get it, or you like get
It
it
was at a
first?
music video shoot.
Oh,
and
at
they
a
had
shoot.
a tattoo artist pull up. She was bad. And they had a tattoo artist pull up, and it was like, what do you want? And I had this idea. I was like, man, what if we combine the Keith Haring style with like the Jordan logo? And everyone was about it. So Dylan Francis has it too.
He has the same one.
Same one, yeah.
Jordan.
All of us, yeah.
And
I
then,
think all my tattoos are matching with somebody.
what's the other one?
This is me and Thundercat got the
Mario
Invincibility.
Brothers. Got it.
Invincibility star from Mario. Yes.
What
Rest
else?
of them.
We got
I got Calvin and Hobbes on my leg. It's me and my boy Andrew. Let me think. I got this little paper plane. People usually look at this and say, "What the fuck's on your hand, man?"
Or they might
What
think
is
you
that
signed
shit?
to like Rock Nation or something. But
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a paper plane.
Yeah, right.
Just, it's simple. It was pretty bad. I got it from some random woman at a party, and then got it kind of filled in and fixed up. But yeah, me and my boy Stu got that. I got little Peep album cover right here. A lot
Fire.
of got that. A bunch of my day ones from Minnesota. We all got a snowflake on our leg.
how do
Yeah,
you
man.
choose the location? It's like pretty random places, Gravy.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just I want
It's
to
like
fill
whatever,
up like
right?
one little area. Keep it. All my shit was kind of hidden. Like most of my tats like on my like ribs or back or something.
Right.
And I was like, I'm rapping. A hand tattoo. This was like a moment for me where I was like, man, should I do this? Because everyone's gonna see this for the rest of my life.
Right.
I don't want to be that guy. It's almost like a neck tat, but like, a simple version. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it.
Have you considered a neck tat or face?
No.
No neck, no face.
I like my neck. Not my face.
No neck,
Not
no
my
face.
man. I'm gonna let it be for now. Someday, maybe. Probably not. I don't know.
It's just super random. Like the places
It
you
is, man.
choose
I
is
mean,
like, yo,
arms
what the
and back, it's like classic tattoo spots, but
Right.
But no neck or face yet.
Any other rapper friends that we would be surprised?
Well, Thundercat is, I guess a
That-
bass player
yeah.
and singer, but yeah, that is a random
Right.
homie of mine. Michael Bublé and I've been talking.
Okay.
Random friend right there. Brendan Urie from Panic at These aren't rappers. These are just people you
Right,
wouldn't,
right.
you
just
wouldn't expect me to
famous
be boys with.
people that
Panic at the Disco. We talked about doing something. Rapper homies. Keith. Chief Keef.
Chief Keef.
And
Oh,
I-
okay.
it's
Shout out to
probably
Chief Keef.
besides Baby No Money, who he's the artist I've collabed
Right.
with
That's
collabed with the most.
yeah, family right there.
Yeah.
Oh, he also Barack said something about Riff Raff, right? Like he kind of has like a Riff Raff vibe.
I love Riff Raff though.
Yeah, Riff Raff's it.
And
Do you,
then-
you love
I
me
fuck
though?
with Riff Raff. Huh?
But do you
I
love
don't think
me?
he loves you.
I fuck with you.
think-
I fuck with you.
You fuck with me a little bit?
Yeah, once I saw you with that girl's mom, I was like, I'll fuck with this.
Yeah, we
dude.
gotta give this dude a couple more songs to listen to. Yeah. Give this dude a
Yeah,
couple
I'm
more.
gonna play him some more joints. But Riff
Yeah.
Raff is also someone that you're close with.
Yeah. Riff Raff's tight.
Yeah.
I fucked with Riff Raff a little bit.
Didn't you stay in his crib for a while?
Dirt Nasty. Dirt Nasty's the one. Simon Rex.
Okay.
That's who I lived with for a little while. But Riff Raff and I have been boys. He's clean. He definitely is inspirational. I think he's got one of the best freestyles I've ever heard. He's got some of the craziest style I've seen. Riff Raff is legendary. If anyone doesn't fuck with Riff Raff, I don't fuck with them. I think he's sick. So I appreciate that. That's a compliment.
Because sometimes I feel like people assume like all white rappers know each other for some reason, right? It's like, does that happen a lot?
I met Macklemore last week.
Oh, shout out to Macklemore. He's the man.
I hung out with G-Eazy before. I mean, shit, but unfortunately, it might be true, man. Yeah, ran a lot of them.
Young Gravy is cool with every white rapper. How about Eminem?
I haven't met Eminem. I don't think he likes me. I commented on his daughter's post one time. I didn't really think it through. And
wait, hold on. So you comment on Haley?
Yeah.
Haley. It's Haley or Haley?
I don't know.
You don't even know her name.
But I did, and
what do you like? What
I think Eminem is sick. I wasn't like it was no disrespect. I
Legend.
I commented it, and then I commented it, and then afterwards I just saw like I didn't think about it for a day, and then I looked back and all the responses were like, oh, I don't know.
But was it like a
one.
reckless comment?
No, I don't know what it was, man. I don't know. He probably didn't even care. But if there's one of the people you mentioned that doesn't fuck with me, it's probably Eminem.
I don't know. Eminem has a good sense of humor, and I think he would respect Young Gravy. You know,
I think he would.
Artist.
I think he would. Eminem is sick, man. Maybe I'll hit him up.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hit him up.
I think you should reach out.
I don't know Logic. While we're talking about white rappers, I haven't met Logic before.
We talked to Logic though.
Oh, you spoke to Logic.
You
never met him.
When?
On FaceTime. Remember we were with his DJ.
Oh yeah, we did speak. Oh yeah, that's right. I was turned up, but we FaceTime Logic, and he showed love. He seemed like a really nice guy, man. Didn't he quit rapping?
I think he retired.
But he's back.
So you know every white rapper except Eminem.
I guess so, man.
Who else?
Harlow?
Jack Harlow. Yeah, he's
Jack
cool with Jack
Harlow.
Harlow.
Jack Harlow for a long time. No, he's sick, man. I fuck with Jack.
Eminem's the missing piece of the puzzle, Gravy.
I guess so, man.
Maybe Martha Stewart knows Eminem.
I've been listening to Yellow Wolf lately. Just want to put that out
shout
there.
to Yellow Wolf.
Yeah, shout to Yellow Wolf. He's fine.
He's
fuck with
good.
Yellow Wolf?
Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna fuck
I met
with
him
me
at a
then.
Warped Tour mad long ago. Cool dude.
All right, word up.
No,
Warped Tour.
Warped Tour. I also did tour with Suicide Boys and Limp Bizkit. I guess it's kind of
That
like
counts. Yeah, that counts.
in-house thing,
Friends.
apparently. Yeah.
Damn. Young Gravy's connected.
Connected. Yeah.
Just gotta get to Detroit.
Detroit.
Eminem, Detroit.
You know, I put that together. I think I've been working on something with Babytron, who's kind of like the new. I've been talking to Babytron and heard something from Peasy as well about like the new kind of Detroit wave and Sada Baby. They all show a lot of love.
Right.
There's a sort of a weird combination or like something similar between my style and theirs, where like they kind of have the more ignorant lyrics. They do a lot of sampling. So I've seen a lot of love from those Detroit artists, and I think we're gonna, I'm gonna do something with at least.
Yeah, shout out to Sada Baby. That's my man. Yeah, I can see you two.
Yeah,
cooking up something crazy.
Yeah, and BFB, Pac-Man.
Pac-Man, yeah, that's my guy.
A lot of dope artists out of Detroit. Man.
Yeah, shout out to Detroit. Because I feel like if people hate on Young Gravy, it's just they have some sort of insecurity. There's really nothing to hate on unless you sleep with their mom. Then that's different.
So there is, yeah.
That's the only way.
People that got something to hate on, but
yeah, but the only way you pretty much sleep with moms at this point is they're being sent to you, right? You're not out looking no more.
I mean,
you made a name for yourself.
Sometimes a day will come where you're built up, need some cheeks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
What's the oldest MILF?
49.
Oh, that's nothing.
It's not that bad.
Nah, that's
not
light.
bad, but it's not that crazy.
Yeah, that's light.
I was talking to one of the homies. I think he's already said it now. Oliver Tree, rapper, white rapper, of course.
Another
Yeah,
white rapper.
No, I was talking to him about older women, and he was asking me, and I said 49. He's like, man, I was with a 70-year-old.
Yeah,
49. I was like, bruh.
hell.
And he proved it. He fucked a 70-year-old. So I was like, man, I didn't really know what to say. I felt like kind of a scrub.
Do you feel like you have to top him now?
I could try. If Martha ever lets me hit, she's older than that.
She's older than 70.
She's 80.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
older
yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, man.
That's
So
the
we'll
goal.
see.
That's
We'll
the
see.
goal, Young Gravy.
Martha.
You have a hit record out. It's much easier to hit 80-year-olds with a hit record I'm telling you.
Yeah, man. They listen to the radio and shit. Let's get it.
You got project on the way.
Yes.
Is there any features on that?
My album will be dropping in October, hopefully, unless some shit goes down, which it always does. But I'm sure it'll be before the end of the year. Features, it's mostly just some gravy shit, but I got Baby No Money on there, Rich Brian. We got a Lil Keith song on there.
That's the next single. I don't mean to cut you off. The next single is with them.
The next single,
C'est la vie.
C'est la vie with Baby No Money and Rich Brian.
Right.
Yep.
Okay,
That'll
so
be
that's
lit.
coming soon.
That's in like 10 days or less. Yeah. That song bangs. It's crazy. I'll play it for y'all.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because I feel like that might have been like between Betty and C'est la vie coming back out.
Yeah. No, that was my other favorite. It was that one. It was another song called Dancing in the Rain, which is gonna be on the album. And we shot a video for that. I couldn't really decide on what would be the single, but when I was, the other two were done, and then I was in the studio and started Betty, and then I was like, this is it. This is the one. C'est la vie is sick. Goes crazy. I think it'll hit kind of the same audience, which I feel like most of my music is a little bit more on like the underground, maybe not underground, but like SoundCloud,
of course,
rap
where you
style,
came from, though.
where I came from, where it's more hip hop specific, sampled, like dirty shit. But like C'est la vie and Betty are kind of a little bit more pop vibe.
Yeah,
it's not
like
intentional.
commercial.
Yeah, it's not like I intentionally did that, but that's just like kind of
Right.
timing wise. Those two songs are a little bit more mainstream, so I think it's gonna bring in more people, and then
New
whether
like listeners like Barack.
Barack,
Yeah.
and then like whether they fuck with me or not is just they'll go three
Right.
songs down and hear my next biggest song and see how they
Because
feel.
you have people that fuck with Young Gravy, then you just have people that fuck with Betty, right? Do you feel like that?
Probably.
That's how it
yeah.
works. It's like there's people that fuck with Betty.
Yeah,
They heard that's their first time ever being introduced, and then there's like the die-hard core.
yeah. But
Young
the thing
Gravy
is,
fan.
there's been like I've had like 6 of those songs.
Right.
Like Mr. Clean, One Thought, Two Thought. Those are both platinum, so those both had their moments.
Fire.
And then you got Oops, Magic, Welcome to Chili's. Those are all gold. It's like I've over time. It's like I'll come back every year with like 3 new songs, and it's
Right.
like one will blow up, and then they'll new people will come in, and then. And honestly, all my biggest songs don't really have that much in common. They're all a little bit different. So it's like, who is Young Gravy? Like other than my voice and like my lyrics, it's like they kind of got to dive a little deeper to really
Right.
hear my style. But I mean, Oops was my last biggest song, and that's a lot different than most of my shit because there's no sample. It's more kind of 90s grungy hip hop
Right.
style. So yeah, man, people get introduced over the last 5 years. They'll randomly get introduced to one song from something or like a friend, and if you fuck with me, you fuck with me, and then they dive deep, and I get these cult fans that
Right.
will pull up to hella shows, and it's
That'll
great.
bail you out of jail. That fucking
But yeah,
send you to
exactly, man.
moms.
That was early too.
Yeah.
I remember that because I had 30,000 followers, and I was so impressed that out of 30,000 people, someone happened to recognize the jail cell that I was in based on my Instagram. They forgot to take my phone away, so I put up a story. What he's talking about is this kid was being racist to my friend, and I beat him up, and we both went to jail together for like assault at this function in Iowa, and I put up a video of like me roast. I was just drunk. I was roasting his ass. I like took the video. I was like, bro, I just beat your ass. How do you feel, man? I wish I had the video still, but I was like, he was like, but like, anyways, we were in the processing area of this jail in Iowa, and out of those 30,000 people on my Instagram, someone recognized where we were. And these like 4 kids pulled up and bailed me out.
Do they get free tickets for like life?
Yeah, no. They got free tickets for a few shows. I guess we haven't done shows in Iowa in a couple of years, but every time I've been to Iowa, they'll come out. I had them. One of them makes music, so I had them play some shit at the show. Yeah,
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean it's the realest thing anyone's done for me in a while. So I
Right.
said, fuck it. Yeah.
Now you have like super real fans. Like there's artists that have a following, and then there's like artists that have fans. And I gotta say, you have real fans, and just your growth from 5 years ago to today in the music. If Barack goes back and listens to some of the early stuff, so you're saying these records that are coming out, I feel like you've grown as an artist as well.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, man.
And just as a person, like
yeah.
I don't think you're punching people out as much as you are.
I stopped fighting people for sure. I did that partly because I broke my hand in New Zealand when I was crowd surfing. So that was that did a little damage, and I'm not hitting people anymore. And I just too much on the line. So I don't fight people anymore. I learned how to not produce. I couldn't make a beat by myself and create a song from scratch, but I know like all the basics. So My newer music is a lot more hands-on.
Just lay off of like getting wasted as much and
Yeah, and on tour I stopped turning up as much. You know,
Yeah,
that's something I've talked a lot about. Is like I used to wild out on stage and like do all this shit, and then I realized that you know when you get to a certain level, you can't do that.
Right.
Or, you know, people are gonna complain. So, you know, I got a good team around me now. Everything's on point, and music wise, yeah, my style. I guess I've just kind of figured out how to be able to create my own style from scratch, rather than having to just like ask for beat packs or, go off of what
you know what
I
you want
got.
now. Yo,
I
let's
can
do
be
this.
in the studio from scratch and make what I want. So I think my new music is a lot more me, specifically rather than me doing little edits at the end or whatever. It's like from the start. So
Nah, we're super proud of you. You know what I'm saying? Like
Thank you.
everything you've done and what
Thank
you're
you,
doing
man.
today. And, I love introducing new people like Barack to your music. Because I said, yo, you're going to love him.
Yeah.
You're going to like him.
It's true.
So, putting people on. And you're known for samples, right? And in New York, right now, the drill scene is all like sampled records. Is there any possibility to get a Young Gravy drill record?
could be tight, man. I sleep. I listen to like 50s music. Who's popping right now in the New York drill
I'll
scene?
put you on. Well, we got like Fabio Foreign, who's like,
Oh yeah. Oh, he's from New York.
He's from New York,
Dude,
Brooklyn.
I sleep, man. I'm doing a show with him in a couple days. I sleep. I thought he was from like Chicago or something.
No,
Okay.
so he's
Fabio
from New
Foreign.
York.
Word.
But then you got
From New York.
guys
Okay,
like
cool.
K Flock and B Love, and they all use.
I've heard all the names, man.
Yeah.
I sleep.
We might need a Young Gravy New York drill record. Just
I think it'd be sick. It'd be
You're
crazy.
with it.
Yeah,
You're with the
I got
shits.
the Detroit record is next on my list. It's
Right.
a Detroit
Boom.
new age style record, and then a New York
drill.
go crazy. Yeah.
yeah, we gotta get
Send me
Young
some
Gravy.
links, bro. I'll sit there and
No, we
listen
gonna
to Dean
put you on.
Martin
We're gonna
and
put you
fucking
on.
Helen Merrill and shit. Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's do it. Young
Let's do
Gravy
it.
in the building. Betty out now. Project is coming. Is there anything else we should know?
Let me think.
Family Feud.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I just did Family Feud in Canada, in Toronto.
That's fire.
which
Like
was
that's
tight. Yeah,
that's
we're getting on
fire.
game shows. I got Jimmy Kimmel coming up. When's this drop?
Who knows? Tomorrow.
Okay, well,
drops
I
when they
guess
see it.
they'll figure it out. Jimmy Kimmel's coming up, doing a performance on there. Otherwise, man, I got tour in November, December. New York might be sold out, but we got other cities nearby that people can make it to. We'll put you on.
Yeah,
the
I was
show
gonna
for
say, can
sure.
I bring Barack to
Yeah,
the show?
we'll bring. Yeah, Barack's probably the biggest fan, man. Yeah, no, I got a show at I think it's Terminal 5 coming up.
Right.
And a couple other places.
Oh no,
around
he's
here.
seen it, right? You've seen the Terminal
Oh
5
yeah,
show.
we was looking at the tour dates. November. Or
He's like,
something.
yo,
Yeah.
he's in New York. I was like, yeah, but not till November or some shit.
November, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it's coming up, right?
Yeah,
What
yeah,
month?
yeah.
It's September, yeah. It's coming up. Let me think. Then January, February, just international touring, and then I got a Baby Gravy 3. So, my album. That's the most important thing.
the most important.
Next month. And then dropping a collab album with Baby No Money in, like February or March or something. So I got a lot
He's
of music
working.
coming up.
He's working.
A lot of music coming up. A lot of touring coming up.
Well, we
It'll be
appreciate you
sick.
stopping by.
Absolutely, man.
Betty
Thank you for
out
having me.
now. One time for Young Gravy, y'all. One time. Let's go. Hot 97. Bow.